On November 18, 2024, police were called to a tense scene involving a furious mother upset over who was watching her child while the father was at work. What started as a simple disagreement quickly escalated into unexpected drama. Emotions ran high, and body cam footage captured every intense moment. Watch now.
I see you in there. Open the goddamn door and give me my kid. Open the door and give me my kid. I know where you live. No, you had to sit there and ignore my texts and calls. Give me my kid. Give me my goddamn kid. Is my kid here? Yes or no? Is my kid here? Is my kid here? Don't make me throw a rock through your goddamn window, ho. Is my kid here? Is my kid here or not? You skinny ass bitch. Give me my kid, bitch. Your shit up real quick, ho.
Is she in your house? Cause your scary ass wife, your scary ass wife won't give me my goddamn kid. Give me my kid! So go in there with your broken ass door handle.
You're gonna have to go through your garage or the back.
Why are you gonna?
You want me to throw? You want me to throw a goddamn rock through your window? Give me my
I
kid.
want you to throw a rock in my window. Yes.
You want me to?
Yes. Go.
Open the goddamn door then.
How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do it? Can I?
Stupid ass. Concealing where my kid is at. You know I don't with you.
Get the out of my house.
Yeah, touch me. Touch me.
I'm gonna get the.
I'll you up.
Are you dead?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Alright, can we talk to you over here real quick and tell what's going on?
So, essentially speaking, we don't have anything written. We don't have like custody paperwork. None of that stuff's finalized or done.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So she was coming down for her sister's thing with what was supposed to be her mom, but I guess with him, and she was gonna let me
What do
have
you
the
mean her
kid.
sister's thing?
Her sister had some kind of engagement party. So, anyways, they get here. I picked her up on Friday at 3 in the morning. They're supposed to get in at 12. I went and picked her up, got her, and then we've been hanging out. We had, through text and, agreement through each other. I was supposed to have her till December 8th, and I was going to fly her back on a round trip and send her back home. And, we went to the fair yesterday, whatever. Today,
You and the daughter, or you and daughter and her?
me and the daughter. Just me and the daughter. And then we go, I work during the week up in Daytona, and so I need somebody to watch her, Nicole was the only person that could watch her today. I'm going to pay her some money for her to watch her.
Who?
Nicole is Eddie's wife. We've both known them for years. They have 2 kids.
How long would you say you know them
house.
for?
The entrance wasn't so much a knock as it was a one-woman riot. She came in hot, screaming about her kid like she was storming Area 51. No paperwork, no chill, just full-volume accusations through a closed door. Forget mediation. This was guerrilla parenting in real time. And if you thought a broken door was the worst damage done, oh no. That was just the opening act.
I'm 20, about to be 24, middle school, so a long time.
And she's known them that just as long, or?
Just as long. She knew them before me.
Oh.
So apparently she has some problem with them. But either way, just like when I wasn't told that, who's watching my kid, when he was watching her, I didn't necessarily think I had to say that because I'm her parent too.
Were you and her ever married?
Yes, technically still. We're
Okay.
separated, but technically
So
still.
you guys are not divorced?
Not fully, no. So, anyways, I need somebody to watch her. Nicole has 2 kids. She's been there, done that. Safe house. Cool. And I went to work and I start getting blown up by her, my friend, my best friend's baby mama. Just blowing me up. Where's Rhea? Yo, Kana's tripping. This and that and the third. I call her. As soon as I call her, where the f*** my kid? My kid, this and that. I'm like, hey, relax. I'm at work. What's up? She's like, where's my kid? And I'm like, she's with the sitter. Who's the sitter? Nicole. Oh, no, you got me this and that and the third, blah, 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 woo, woo, hung up on me. So as soon as that happened, I told my boss, I got to go. Lev came down here to pick up Ray because I don't want to drag them into my shit, So I tried to get here as quick as possible, but obviously she got there first, and I'm on the phone, and you hear her banging on the door. And
You were on the phone with who?
I was on the phone with Nicole, yeah. We were all on the phone on like a three-way call. And she's in there banging on the door. You know, not being insane.
Who was the third party to the call?
The third party to the call was Nicole, his wife. So who was in care of
It
her?
was you, Nicole, and who else was on the
And
phone? And then, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I tried to call. I called her mom to see if she can maybe talk to her or something. Called my mom. You know, she didn't answer anybody. So she found out, and I mean, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
And what did you say to Nicole while she was knocking on the door?
While she was knocking on the door, I said, wait for Eddie to get there, because I don't know what the hell she's doing. And I tried to tell her that on the phone. I was like, I don't want you, I have no problem telling you where the kids at. I don't want you going there causing a scene in front of a bunch of kids, you know? So I'm like, you're not going to go there acting a fool. And, you know, that's what happened. So I just told her, wait for Eddie to get there before you open up the door. And, I mean, that's what they did.
So just to confirm, so when you said wait for Eddie to get there before you open the door to mom until you get there?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, not until I get there, but until somebody gets there that can, you know, help mediate, you know, instead of her just busting in and, you know, that makes sense.
So does she just not like Nicole, or just doesn't like them in general?
Apparently she doesn't like Nicole and has never given me a reason. So,
And how old's the kid?
she is 2 years and 7 months.
Okay. You said you can have her basically until December 8th. Was that through text or on the phone?
It was through text and the phone, but...
Now picture this, a dad working his shift, trusting an old friend to babysit, and suddenly his ex is live streaming mayhem through his front door. Her issue wasn't safety, it was control. The sitter could have been Mary Poppins and she still would have snapped. It's not about who's watching the kid, it's about who wasn't watching her.
When she first got a call, I was like, why the f*** been blown up? She's at the sitter, I'm with my job. That's when we called. And then that's after she hung up, I said hello. I sent her the picture of them having a good time, looks like it to me. She sent me your number, sent her the number. Sent her the number again. I asked her if she's taking Rhea. She said, if you don't let me see my kid, I'm gonna all of you guys up.
I'll see the timestamp where you sent the contact.
If I had Nicole watch them in a safe space with other kids, because that's my only option today, or I miss work and get fired, you know, can't provide for her, I'm not her parent, like, you know. And she's like, I'm here, I'm an option. What is her address? Last time I'm asking before I call the cops. With the way you're acting right now, I'm scared you're gonna act that way in front of Ray, or scared of the kids. And I told her, like, when I was on the way, I told her I was picking up Ray right now.
Yeah, you can say it right there.
And she goes, yeah, you got me f***ed up. And I was like, after I get her away from, like, you know, out of their business, I was like, then you can come get her if you want. You know? So what is her address? I was like, you already threatened Nicole and you're being unreasonable. And I said, I was like, and they'll do what? I mean, because we have no, so they're essentially, if you call the cops, from my understanding, if I had her and she calls the cops, you guys can't really necessarily do anything, and then same thing vice versa, you know? I mean, that's how I was explaining it. I don't know if that's true.
You guys are still married, so you guys both have equal custody of the child.
Okay. So, and I was like, I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not trying to argue. Just send me the address or I'll sue you for concealing information of where my kid's at. I was like, you can't even get yourself together. I was like, I'm not concealing anything. And she says, she has videos of me with a gun. And she said, this is my kid. I was like, you can have an adult conversation with me. Send me your address or it will get messy. And I asked her, so you can take her? Because I just want to know. I want to be clear. Are we taking her back to Tennessee or are we, you know? And she was like, so I can get her from Nicole's house. I was like, are you going to let me have her back? Yep. And I told her I don't trust her. You know, and I was like, we playing this out. I was like, I'd never get to see my kid. And she said, okay, I'm calling the cops, send them to your mom's house, have fun. And I mean, that was it. That was literally the last message up until this point.
Do you mind if I take a screen recording of that?
Yeah.
How often do you usually see your daughter?
I think it was sometime in July for like a weekend, a literal weekend.
But this year?
Yes. I mean, I've been gone. Like, I haven't seen her for 2 years of her life because I was in Bahrain. I was in the Navy, and then when I got out in April, and then that's when we fully decided to split up essentially. And then, you know, I came down here, we came down here, whatever.
How long have you and her been married for?
Since December of 2021.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm
Deputy Dorsey.
Deputy Erupts.
Can you tell us what's going on?
So I'm about to leave tomorrow morning. I want to see my kid. She was gonna stay down here with him for like
up until like December 5th. But he's over here dropping her off and concealing where she is. I texted him since 10 o'clock this morning. It took till 12:30 of me blowing up his phone while he's at work to tell me where my kid is. And
By the time Eddie showed up, things had already gone full WWE. She met him like she was cutting a promo before a steel cage match. And when someone walks up nose to nose, you know we've left the realm of rationale. But trust, the madness wasn't ready to clock out just yet.
he still wouldn't tell me who she's with. I figure it out. I find her address, so I pull up to where my kid is at. I look in the door. She's shooing my kid into a room. I'm like, is my kid here? Is Rhea here? Knock, knock, knock. Is my child here? I'm looking in the window. I'm hearing my kid. And I'm like, is my daughter here? I see my kid walk out to come get me. She shoos her back in the room. So at that point, I'm kicking her door. I'm going to kick the door. Why are you kidnapping my kid? Why are you holding my kid hostage right now? She's trying to come to the door to get to me. And you're literally concealing my child from me. And her, Nicole, Eddie, and Tyrell, all three withheld information of where my child was at. I felt like my child was kidnapped at that goddamn point. I'm doing anything I can to get into that door. I couldn't get in, but as I'm like kicking on the door, I kicked their door handle off. Her husband, she was at the house by herself with my daughter and her two sons. Her husband, Eddie Rivera, came up out of his car and walked up to the front, and I walked away from the door, and he was nose to nose with me, and I'm like, you better get my kid out of that house. Like,
he walked up to you, or you walked up to him?
He walked up to me, up nose to nose, because I walked away from the door. Kind of met each other in the middle. He was nose to nose with me, and he's like, okay, Kana, I'll get her. And I'm like, you better get my kid right now. Like, you better get my goddamn kid. And you can't go through the front door because your door handle's broken off. You better go through the garage. He instantly gets pissed. She opens it up from the inside, and as soon as that door is opening, I'm going in there, and I grab my kid, and I didn't even step like a foot into the door. He has a Ring doorbell that I was ringing, so it should be capturing the freaking video evidence of it. I asked nicely and nicely and nicely at first for my child, and after like 10 times of asking where my child was and if my kid was in that room, she's holding my kid hostage. I did anything I could do to get into. I was trying to find something to bust through the door. There was nothing, so I used my foot.
So after the door opened, what happened?
I went in and I grabbed Rhea and I put her on my right. He already walked in between me and her at that point as I'm grabbing Rhea from her. And I put her on my right hip, and he's like shoving me, and I shove him, and then he slams me out the door. My slide gets stuck in the door, and my arm gets like pinched in the door, and I pull Rhea.
What's he saying to you?
I don't know. And so,
Don't know at all?
No, honestly, it was
Okay.
so fast. I really don't know.
So then they slam the door and hit your arm, and then what happens?
Yeah. So he slams it. My slide's in there. I have my daughter in my hand. I leave the slide. I walk to the car, and I tell him, all right, go.
Are you and the father, are you guys married?
Legally, yeah. We've been
Okay.
separated for 2 years, though. And
Okay.
we're going through a divorce.
We guys are
right
still
now.
like legally married?
Legally, yeah.
Okay. When you came down here,
But I have on, like, court documents that were separated.
yeah.
My EBT,
Yeah,
my
that part's fine. I'm just
So I
finding
have
out whether or not you
proof
guys
stating that we've
were
been
currently, either way, you guys
separated
at some
for
point
years.
were legally married.
Yes.
Okay.
The girl was spilling the whole tea like she was on a reality show confession cam. She had no idea she was just digging her own grave, one reckless word at a time. It was like her sharp tongue had chewed through every last brain cell, leaving nothing but chaos and self-incrimination behind.
So how'd you actually find out like where the kid was? Like how did that?
I was texting one of my friends the whole time. I'm like, I don't know where my kid's at. And I said, now she's with Nicole. She said, okay, I'll find her address. So she did her little FBI work that she does. She found her address and sent it to me. And I was already in the L section circling, looking for the house that I remember is theirs.
How'd you find out she was with Nicole?
I think after I called Tyrell after like the 15th time, he finally told me that she was with Nicole and sent me a picture of her playing, all happy, and still wouldn't send me the address and let me know where my kid was at.
Okay. Because when you originally said you were withheld the information of who your child was with and how to contact them.
Do you want me to
But-
show you all the
no,
text?
I saw a text, but now you're telling me that he's the one that told you who she was with and the contact number for her.
After,
So it wasn't.
he withheld that information for over hours, yes.
Okay. We already
Yes.
established that every person you called was at work, right?
Every person that he said that would be watching my child was,
It was at work, including him.
including
So it would be
him.
reasonable that if he's busy at work doing construction that he wouldn't be able to access his phone
I
right
would
away.
think that it's reasonable that he would answer the mother of his child whenever he hasn't seen his child in like years.